Have you heard the news? The EPA is coming for gas ATVs, and if you're thinking of switching to electric, get ready to pay double. Today, we're breaking down what this means for riders like you, seniors, newcomers, and anyone who loves the trails but wants to make a smart investment. Gas-powered machines like the Honda 4Trax Foreman 4x4, Polaris Sportsman 850, or Kawasaki Brute Force 450 4x4 have been the backbone of trail riding for decades. They're powerful, reliable, and surprisingly forgiving for new riders. But government regulations are changing the game. Emissions rules are tightening, and gas ATVs could face restrictions, higher costs, or even bans in some areas. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand the impact on pricing, availability, and your choices on the trails. And while you're watching, start thinking about this. Would you pay double for an electric ATV, or stick with gas while you still can? Comment your thoughts below. Let's get the discussion going. Let's start by looking at the gas ATVs that many seniors and newcomers love. The Honda 4Trax Foreman Rubicon 4x4, Arctic Cat Altera 450, and Polaris Sportsman XP 1000 are iconic machines built to last. They can handle rough trails, mud, snow, and heavy loads with ease. The reliability of a Honda TRX 450R or a Yamaha Grizzly 700 is legendary. For decades, riders have trusted these machines to perform without complex electronics or expensive batteries. But now, the EPA is increasing pressure on manufacturers to reduce emissions, which could limit gas engines or make compliance more expensive. That cost will eventually pass to you, the buyer. Why is this happening? Gas ATVs produce carbon emissions, which contribute to air pollution and environmental concerns. The EPA wants to push manufacturers toward cleaner alternatives, primarily electric ATVs. That means new models like the Can-Am Renegade 1000R or CF Moto C-Force 850 may see higher prices to meet emission standards, and upcoming electric models could cost twice as much as their gas counterparts. For seniors and newcomers, this is critical to understand. Do you invest in a gas machine now, or pay a premium for a future-proof electric model? I want you to think about that and leave a comment. Would you rather stick with gas while it's still affordable, or go electric and pay more? Let's talk about the cost difference. Take a Polaris Scrambler 850 or a Yamaha Kodiak 700. A gas model can cost anywhere from $9,000 to $12,000, depending on features. An electric model with comparable performance, expect $18,000 to $22,000. That's double. And while electric ATVs have benefits like quiet operation, instant torque, and no fuel costs, they also come with downsides. Limited range, longer recharge times, and potential battery replacement costs down the line. Seniors who are just starting out or ride occasionally might find that gas ATVs like the Kawasaki Brute Force 750 4x4i or Honda 4Trax Foreman 4x4 offer better value for now. Consider the maintenance factor. Gas ATVs require regular oil changes, spark plug checks, and fuel system upkeep, but they're simple to maintain. Machines like the Can-Am Outlander 850 or Yamaha Raptor 700 are mechanical at heart. Parts are widely available, and you can service them yourself. Electric ATVs, on the other hand, reduce maintenance on engines, but introduce battery management, software updates, and potential expensive electronic repairs. Seniors often prefer the predictability of a gas machine, especially if you're just learning the trails or want a hands-on experience with your ATV. Another point to consider is performance. Gas ATVs like the Polaris Sportsman 450 HO, Honda TRX 450R, or Arctic Cat Altera 600 provide consistent power, long range, and the ability to refuel quickly on the trail. Electric ATVs can have impressive acceleration, like the Can-Am Renegade 1000R electric prototype, but range anxiety is real. How far can you go before needing to recharge? What if you're hours from home? For seniors, newcomers, or casual trail riders, that reliability and the freedom to ride without worrying about battery life is a major factor. While thinking about that, drop a comment. Would you accept shorter rides for cleaner tech or longer rides with gas? Let's dive into some specific models. The Honda 4Trax Foreman Rubicon 4x4 is tough, comfortable, and beginner-friendly. The Yamaha Kodiak 700 and Grizzly 700 offer reliability and smooth handling. Can-Am Outlander 1000R and Renegade 850 deliver power and suspension that can handle demanding trails. Polaris Scrambler 850 and Sportsman XP 1000 are versatile machines for both work and recreation. These gas ATVs represent the kind of machines seniors and new riders can trust today, but with the EPA tightening regulations, the cost and availability may change rapidly. The debate between gas and electric is heating up. On one side, gas ATVs offer long-term reliability, lower initial costs, and the ability to ride anywhere without worrying about charging stations. On the other, electric ATVs are quiet, eco-friendly, and offer instant torque, but come with higher costs, limited range, and the need for new infrastructure. Seniors and beginners must weigh these factors carefully. Think about your riding style, how far you usually go, and how often you want to maintain your machine. I want you to join the discussion. Are you leaning toward gas for now, or would you invest in an electric ATV despite the price? Comment below. Let's compare experiences and thoughts. Another aspect to consider is resale value. Gas ATVs like the Kawasaki Brute Force 450 4x4, Suzuki King Quad 500, or Honda TRX 450R have decades of proven performance and will retain some value even as the market shifts. Electric ATVs are newer technology, and while they may become desirable, the resale market is still unpredictable. For seniors who might want to upgrade or sell in a few years, gas machines offer a more stable investment. Now, let's think long-term. If you're a senior buying your first ATV or upgrading, gas machines provide reliability, cost efficiency, and freedom to ride whenever you want. Electric ATVs may become necessary in the future as emissions rules tighten, but that shift will come with a price. Double in many cases. So there's a strategic choice to make. Buy a gas ATV now while the technology is affordable and proven, or invest in an expensive electric machine today for compliance with future regulations. Remember, models like the Honda 4Trax Foreman 4x4, Arctic Cat Altera 450, Yamaha Kodiak 700, Polaris Sportsman 850, and Can-Am Outlander 850 are the kind of gas ATVs that offer performance, durability, and value. They're approachable for seniors, newcomers, and those who want to learn the mechanics of their machine. While electric is coming, there's still time to enjoy the trails with gas. But that window may not last forever. Finally, think about the overall riding experience. Gas ATVs let you go farther, refuel quickly, and enjoy a reliable ride without worrying about charging stations. You can maintain them yourself, learn how every part works, and have fun on trails without limits. Electric ATVs offer advantages, but they also introduce new costs and limitations that may not suit everyone. Seniors, beginners, and casual riders need to weigh convenience, price, and freedom. And now, I want you to share your perspective in the comments. Would you stick with gas while you still can, or go electric and pay double? Your insights might help someone else make a smarter decision. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your thoughts. Whether it's a Honda 4Trax Foreman 4x4, Yamaha Grizzly 700, Can-Am Renegade 850, Polaris Scrambler 850, or Arctic Cat Altera 600, your choice today will determine how you ride tomorrow. See you on the trails, and remember, gas is still king, but electric is coming, and it will cost you.